Hey, this is Zach with Premier RV out here in Bluegrass, Iowa. We just got in the brand new OVR Expedition today. Let's do a quick tour. We are going to start on the inside, right here by the kitchen. And I'll kind of go slow, keep a little bit of distance so you guys can see everything. You've got your microwave, convection, and grill is how they have it marked instead of a normal oven. You've got a 2-burner cooktop, some hooks for towels, and you've got your monitor panels up here. Pump, tank heaters, line heaters. So you've got 12-volt tank heaters, 12-volt line heaters, water heater, gas and electric, and then here's your panel itself as far as readings for tanks. You're going to have soft close magnetic catch on all of your cabinets and drawers. So you're going to see this fitting here is what's going to keep it open, and then you'll see that soft close in action. The magnet's actually pretty firm as well, which is a really nice feature. You're not going to have to worry about a soft magnet getting bumped open with stuff in there driving down the road. Cool thing they do when we get these in, they actually tell us where all of the stuff is right from the factory, so we know where everything they put is. Super easy to find. This just flips open. Grates do come off for cleaning. You've got big storage underneath and a rolling sink cover, so that way you can use it in any faction or any configuration you want. I mean, if you want to roll it half, have a drying rack and still place to wash, you can. And you've got a more residential sprayer in that facet. If I get that back on there, here we go. You've got a little shirt closet on the end with storage underneath, same cabinets up above. Now you can see this little light here. I will show you one of those more in depth in the bedroom. Roller shades, pull down, stop it at any position that you want to stop it in. And you've got your L-shaped sofa and dinette. We'll go over that bunk here in just a second. Now this table, you can twist, set it how you want. If you want to be sitting here, use it as like a desk setup, you can. There is a little button right there next to the pedestal, or next to the arm for the pedestal, leg, sorry. That's going to release it. Now it does screw and lock into place. That's just the physical release after you unscrew it. Now on this bunk, I have it in the down configuration so I can show you putting it back up. It's pretty easy to do. I just didn't want to mess with it with one hand getting it down. So you can see right here is your release. There's one of these on this side as well. So when this goes back up, that folds up, and that is strut assisted, so it's not actually too bad at all to do. Same with going back up with it. I'm not having to put a lot of effort. It's tight at the top, but that's purely for it being taut. So let's get this side, and you'll see now we're locked back in. Table's away, sorry, and lock back in here. Here's the locking mechanism. You just push this to release it. More a little end table storage with some USB there if you want to hook a phone up to charge. Roller shades here. Now your TV radio system is going to be right here, so if your bunk is down, you're not really going to see that TV very good, and you're not going to be able to swing that out with the bunk down as well. You have storage and access, I'm sorry, not storage, but access to your furnace, and water here from here. Underneath that cushion just lifts up and there's a panel. Just like that. We've got a 12-volt fridge, multi-setting, Norcold 12-volt fridge. Travel lock is built in with these. And let's hit the wet bath real quick. So first thing you're going to notice when those lights are on, it is super bright in here. You've got a waterproof, basically, it's not canvas, but it's a composite material or an acrylic material, so that you're not going to have to worry if this gets wet. It's just going to drain through here. It's specifically designed for that, and it can come off if you want. You've got hooks for towels or whatever you need. Waterproof toilet paper roll. adjustable shower head. This can go up and down as well as this, and then this comes off as a sprayer like what most do now. Porcelain stool in your wet bath, and this is completely sealed, watertight door. You've got a big mirror on the door as well. Then you've got the LED like halo lighting. I mean, not quite a circle, but you know, it is really bright in here. So if I go in, just to show you, I have plenty of space. I'm 6'2". I can stand up in the skylight itself. Otherwise, I'm hitting my head on the normal part of the ceiling. And it is a 12-volt fan in here. Speaking of fans, you have two max air fans, one in your bedroom and one in your kitchen. Kitchen is controlled right behind your cooktop, and the bedroom is controlled right here by your thermostat and other light switches. Another cool thing that inTech is doing with the light switches is you have multiple spots where you can turn lights off in the unit. So in here, I got bedroom lights that I can control right here, as well as behind me, and I'll show you in just a second. Your cabinet accents are going to be, this one is just the bedroom for this, but you can turn your main lights off from here as well. You got quick little quick hangers if you needed to stick something on there while you're going down the road, somewhere where you can sit it just for extra storage, because there's not really a traditional like shirt closet in here. So just to show you, this pinches up, back in. You got one of these on the other side as well. Overhead cabinets, same as before. You've got just storage on the other side. This one does not have anything holding it open because your battery disconnect and your breakers, fuse, everything is here. So, sorry, 1 second. There's all that for you. Up close personal with the LP detector, smoke detector, I'm sorry. Smoke detector's here. You do have a little bungee cord for your overhead storage. Let me turn this off. So if you got something up here that's a little bigger, you're not going to worry about it falling out, but anything small that can go through, it can. There is a small lip that will hold some stuff in there, but nothing crazy. Now, one of the nice things is you have this big overhead window in your bedroom. They call them a stargazer window, and you do have a blackout shade for that. Oops. These are actually supposed to lock up, I believe. I have to get that addressed. But they're still magnetic catch and soft close, so you don't have to worry about that. No, not on these ones. They don't hold. My bad. Let's go into more depth on these lights. There's the one in your sitting area in the back of the coach. They're just push button. Little 12-volt lights. And they are adjustable. I wouldn't necessarily call the blue light a reading light, but it's bright enough that you could probably use it vaguely. Speaking of reading, if you need a little more headroom, these can come off if you want to just stick a pillow right in there, or if you're like me and you like a thin flat pillow, you can put it on just like that, and there you go. Put that back. Now, one thing, if I'm struggling, sorry, but one thing to note here, you do have more USB connections in your bedroom, and outlets here as well. Here's that other switch for the bedroom lights. That's what I was using before. So that's where your secondary spot is. More storage here. There's your other coat hook or hanger for your last thing to note on the bedroom is these are actually twin beds. So you've got two twin beds in here. Underneath your off-door side, so your driver's side, is where you're going to actually have access to your battery. So this is going to lift up, and you've got your battery access underneath here. We are going to swing to the outside real quick. But before I do, actually, this comes with a Girard wind sensing automatic awning. So, cool thing with these, you press the button. Well, if I press the right one, it helps. And you just press it and you can leave it. So this is going to go out on its own. I can stop it at any point if you need it only out a little bit, or if you think there's an obstruction, you can stop it. Another cool thing with that is I can stop it. We got the lights on. I can close and off. It's going to close it, turn the lights off, and it's good to go. The Girard awning is also a wind sensing awning. Now, to be frank, if it's a big, strong wind gust, it's going to take your awning off. If you think you've got wind coming or you're leaving your camper for a little bit, it's always going to be worth it. Put that awning in. But if you get a light breeze that comes by, shakes it enough when you're not here, it's going to pull in on its own. We're going to touch base on the outside kitchen real fast while I'm here. You've got a griddle and a 12-volt cooler. So this can combo as a cooler slash freezer, so it can get down to 32 degrees. However, it's going to depend on how hot it is outside and how long it's going to hold that temp, but it will get to that temp. It just might take longer if it's really hot out. You do have more storage here and a nice little strut assisted door for your LP compartment. So this goes in, you've got obviously your switch for your regulator. This goes down, and to get to this, that clicks in place, and you just push it and pull that up. Electric tongue jack, always a necessity on these, and you're not going to get electric stabilizers. They're manual stabilizing feet on this one, and it's in each corner like that. On the rear, well, I'll show you, it's actually a side crank down instead of being in the front or the back, but really nothing too crazy on these guys. It's going to be your main storage, foot for the tongue jack, and that's going to be your crank down for your stabilizers. You have a sewer hose tube, 30 amp service with cable hookup, and side solar prep. So that side solar is going to be a battery charger only. You can option in solar on the roof with these guys from the factory. We just didn't on this one. You got your water hookups here, city fill, fresh tank fill, water heater, and outside shower port. So the nice thing with this is that shower hose storage all goes right in there. Standard quick connect fitting. Most people are really familiar with those. A little bit more storage here and a nice big storage on the rear. You're prepped for a backup camera on this guy as well. It's a Magnadyne backup camera, specifically for the Magnadynes. But that really is gonna about do it. This is not a huge camper. Really rugged, really awesome construction with the aluminum sidewalls, full aluminum cage construction, fully welded to the aluminum chassis as well. We just got this bad boy in yesterday at Premier RV out here in Bluegrass. If you've got any questions, I'll put some information in the description. As always, thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.